back when I was 400 pounds and in a wheelchair and couldn't hardly breathe on a CPAP machine, you know, laying in bed, hardly doing anything. My life, I didn't have a life. I had a miserable life. I wasn't living, you know, I wouldn't say I was living like I was dead, because it was so painful. It was like living in hell. I was thinking, oh, it's like you were dead. No. It was so painful. It was like I was living in hell. I was living in hell at 400 pounds. And I thought, well, I will never lose this weight. This is my life. This is the end of my life. This is the way it's going to be. I'm going to die in this bed. Or I used to go to the shower. I love taking a shower every day. And I'd go to the shower. We had this high tub, one of those clawfoot tubs, so it was hard to climb into. I had to have a stool to get up in it, but I was so out of breath. I would sit there on my shower chair and have panic, like breathing deep to prevent myself from having a panic attack because I was so out of breath. I mean, can you imagine living like that you're so out of breath? I was out of breath all the time, you know, and I thought that was my life. I asked a friend, do you think I could be a weight loss coach? And he's like, he goes, are you effing kidding me? He goes, you're 65 years old. You've lost 230 pounds. I mean, you've rebuilt your legs. You've changed your whole life. You've lived this for so many years. He goes, I bet you. He goes, you're older than most your doctors. So he goes, you've lived it longer than they've studied it. You've been on every diet. You've done everything to lose weight. You've used every tool. He goes, I think you could definitely be a weight loss coach, an advisor. He goes, you've inspired so many people that I know. He goes, you've inspired me. And I mean, it's not that he's overweight. Never been overweight. This is my buddy. And he's just like, no. He goes, you've done so much. You've changed your whole life. You could definitely do. He goes, you can do anything you want to do. He goes, you're not rolling around anymore. He goes, you're standing on still. No chains to those wheels.
Bulletproof, nothing to lose.
Yeah, he's a poet. But we don't have to. If you're in this situation, I don't know how much weight you got to lose. I had to lose 250 pounds, and I've lost 230. I got another 20 to get off, and then I'm going to have all these nips and tucks, and who knows. I want to get a lot of nips and tucks. I'm just so excited for my future and my life. We can change our whole life. We can be a whole new person. You know, I survived hell, abuse, grief, my own mind. Yeah, you think you're crazy. I was a little crazy with everything that was going on in my life. And I don't know. I was crazy. I just was crazy. But I don't feel crazy anymore. I don't feel crazy anymore. I feel normal. This is what normal feels like. I mean, life's a struggle. There's lots of struggles, but I feel like I could handle just about anything now. Yeah, because I have handled so much. If you're listening to me, you have handled a lot too. I know you have. Do you need to lose weight? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to get off of that couch, out of that bed? Do you want to not be out of breath all the time? Do you want to go do fun things and be around people, go to parties? I went to a baby shower the other day, and it was just so much fun. It wasn't even a good baby shower. It was a horrible baby shower. My daughter's like, I'm so sorry. I go, I had fun. I was with you, and I got out of the house, and we had laughs, so I go, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You know, we were just there to give a little gal some presents. Are you scared? Are you hurting? Are you like me and you think, I can't do it? I've tried so many times. I tried so many times and nothing worked. Lose a little, gain it back and more. Lose a little bit more, gain it back and some more. Up and down, just like a yo-yo. Just like a yo-yo, to where I just was exhausted from it. The mental torture of one diet after another. One program after another, you know, one group after another. I went to Overeaters Anonymous. I went to Weight Watchers. I went to Jenny Craig. I just went to groups that were groups. It was just a group that were all struggling to not eat, to lose weight. I remember that group. I don't know what it was. It's just a bunch of women decided to get together to start a group. And the thing was, after a little while, everybody was doing so good and started doing this and that. And I'm leaving here and I moved. And everybody was like, wow, this little group helped. Community. That's what it was. Oh my God, I never even thought of that till now that I'm realizing how important a community is. Yes. So, I'm opening a school community now that I think about it. I'm going to tell you guys about that. Yeah, a membership, Debbie's Weight Loss Revolution, a school membership. It's free, and it's just a group of us supporting each other and inspiring each other, sharing our stories, trying to work together to get the weight off, get healthy, rebuild our muscles and our body, get our health back. That's what we want. We want to get our health back. We want to feel good about ourselves. We want to be able to have a life. We have got a lot more yesterdays than we do tomorrows. At 65, I know that. I know most of my life is behind me. So I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to take a bite out of the big old apple of life. I made that up. I've just been studying. I've been doing so much. Today I worked and I worked and I worked. I got a project almost done, and then it didn't work. So tomorrow I'll start on it again, because I'm going to get these projects done, these things I'm studying and learning. I'm going to get them done. I mean, if you study and you learn a little bit every day, you eventually got to get it right. You eventually got to be successful. And I work every single day trying to be successful, because I want a new life. I want a good, successful life. I want to have adventures. And you know what you need to have adventures? Well, kind of adventures I want. You need some damn money. You need some money so you can travel and visit friends and pay your own way. You know, you want to pay your own way. So that's what I want. I want to pay my own way. I want to have adventures. And I'm going to. I already have. I had a wonderful trip in Hawaii for 18 days. That was fabulous. It was just so different, and oh my goodness. Yeah, it just made me want to travel more. And yeah, you deserve it. You sat on the couch for so long. You sat home depressed, hiding. You didn't want nobody to see you. You didn't want nobody to see how much weight you had gained. You didn't want nobody to see what kind of shape you were in. So you didn't even go out. I didn't go anywhere but to doctor's appointments. And then I'd go for rides, sitting in the car while everybody else did everything. But I got to see things and watch. But I'd sit in that car very seldom getting out, because I didn't trust my legs. Didn't